You wish to forget your pain and suffering. I understand. But you will find I shall sing the dirge, and you shall not be able to forget. That memory shall be unlocked and brought to the fore of your mind once more. Woofta. Okay. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. No! Yeah, no. No, right, yeah. The Parenting Werewolf movie was very bad. Like, I'm so much more frustrated about it. But it gave me a great idea, and I'm absolutely going to use it. Yeah. It gave me a great idea, and I'm absolutely going to use it. The curse affliction, that's more like the Chinese finger trap, as Calbeck put it, where accepting of the curse lightens it. Like, it lifts the burdens. It basically lifts the reins. The more you fight against it, the more you resist it, the more dangerous it is because you're resisting it. And I have an idea of what spirit I want to inflict that on someone. That's the other thing, too, is because I have to focus so much on a bunch of other stuff in Guardians of Nature, we don't have as much time to talk about all the spirits, stuff like that. Like, I've introduced them a couple times now. Like, with obviously Brightbeak and all the runes, stuff like that, along his beak that glow. And the doll that was in the the wolf first off is the one that William sees for the first time, and then the doll in the diner. But there's gonna be some wild ones because they're like, those are kind of the more like normal spirits. Maybe you get into some of the more crazy ones, like a thing that doesn't have a face but has a mask. Like, and the mask is slightly scanted and, like, slightly askew on where its face should be. Massive, long, like, tentacle-like tongue and stuff like that. It's a bit distorted, like, big belly. Doesn't look, like, appealing, right? It looks like freaky. But there's shit tons of different spirits that come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. And remember, a lot of the spirits come from the imaginings and mentalities of people. So, like, you'll have something that looks human-like, but there's something wrong with them. So they have that uncanny thing. Like, there might be a spirit that he's human, but he's very tall because his legs are longer than they should be. And you don't notice it at first, but then you start realizing that, no, his legs are really long. And he might be like a gentleman, wears a nice little top hat, has a cane he walks with, a monocle and neat mustache and everything, but he doesn't actually have a mouth and stuff. The mustache is what moves. Like, there's all kinds of, like, creepy spirits because they're so rooted. Not all spirits, but a lot of spirits are rooted in, like, imaginings and nightmares and things like that, or things slightly distorted out. Having imagination in a world where the spirit realm exists, very dangerous. Anyways, yeah, we are absolutely going to do some Grim Dawn, and we're going to talk Chapter 6. Because Chapter 6... was a lot shorter of an episode than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be a much longer episode. But the animation quality on it, like, way higher. Look, compare it to how Hunter the Parenting started. Holy fuck. The animation quality is insane. Very, very good. Very cool. And I'll give it a little bit, but I've got a lot of theories. Okay. First and foremost, I am actually so appreciative of the fact, because so many people were like, no, well, you know, Matilda, like, could have been, they could have easily taken out Matilda because, you know, werewolves aren't actually that strong, stuff like that. It's like, no. I am so glad that they are reinforcing that werewolves are like these are boss fights, right? You're not just gonna, you know, no diff a werewolf. You're in for a fucking fight. You're in for a struggle. Also, to explain something here, Fangs of Asterkarn basically requires you to have completed almost all of Forgotten Gods, because you need to unlock the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. You don't have to go all the way through it, but you need to unlock the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. So, you have to do a bunch of the quests. So even though it's later in the timeline, you're doing it earlier in the timeline so that you can do the Fangs of Asterkarn, which is where this came from. It says Telgar the Druid. He takes you there. I need to go back to the I need to go back now and get into the one place. So I can actually do this. There we go. That's where we go. I need to go to get the World Stair. So another thing I did was I started farming. I farmed offline for some meats. Meaty meats. Yeah. That's important. Because as it turns out, that orb I bought and the meats, they do something. I don't know what they do. I don't know. We're going to discover today. Like, you're going to learn today, motherfucker. We're going to learn exactly what they do. So I've even I've set my stuff to even have where I'm only seeing blues and stuff now, because that's how much like loot and stuff like that we had. And I'm shocked. I'm filling up not all my bags, but I'm getting like a inventory and a bag and a half pretty quickly and pretty regularly of just blues and up. But yeah, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here. And I have no idea what's going to happen. No idea. Because the altar says, the thing says it's a purification altar. Oh, also another thing I did. Well, bam, we're done. And, wha-bam, we're done. And I can actually take this out now, because this is no longer a cornerstone. But this was a cornerstone because this doesn't grant anything. So I was stuck, or sorry, it is still a cornerstone, because I'm stuck at 8. I literally can't take this out. I can't take this out. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here. right? When I can. So I have to find something I can do that is under my limit. And I kind of want to do this, but we're kind of fucked because of how this is set up. I basically have to undo all of this and then redo something else first, so that then I can go redo this entirely. It's like, god damn it, god damn it. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Okay. Anyways, like I said, the altar over here, I have no idea what's going to happen. No idea. But I saw this. Offer 1, offer 5, offer 10, and the orb. So, let's find out. The air becomes filled with scorched smell of meat. When flames emerges the orb, infused with unnatural heat, yet cool to the touch. Stare at the altar again. Offer 5. Is something inside? Stare at the altar again. For 5. Again, offer 1. Okay, step away. Oh, okay, so searing embers and a magma sphere. Despite the heat it gives off, it's still cool to touch. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I may have figured out how to go down that road. Also, I found where they were. There was a hidden path here. If you follow the feathers, there's a hidden path to come up here. All right. Oh my god. Yeah, now I have this orb, though. Does it do it? Does it do it? Yes! It kills the orb, but that's awesome. I was figuring, I'm like, how do we go this way, ever? Because it feels like the story's wrapping up in this direction by going to the roof of the world, right? How do we go this way? Oh, yes. Alright. So. Like I said, with Hunt of the Parenting, Chapter 6, I'm glad they've reinforced the fact that werewolves are incredibly powerful. Right? And now we're starting to see one that's actually using his gifts. Because Matilda, she only used the one gift. Like, we got to see a preview of the other gifts she had. And as it turns out, Matilda might actually be an Alrune. So she was the worst on all fronts to go, like, infiltrate. But now having met Stig, we know what Stig's method would have been. He would have just barged in and started a killing. Just picked out who he thought was the most valuable and kidnapped him. So, like, because they keep referencing that she's a warrior of the Red Talons. So I'm assuming Alrune, right? Also, and that kind of fits with what it seems like she has the Razor Talons gift. So, very likely. For Stig, some have said he's a Ragabosh, which maybe true. Oh, also, Stig was in his Glabro form the whole time. Stig has the, like, there's a merit you can take where your Glabro doesn't look as beastly. And so Stig was in his Glabro form the entire time. Or Lupus. He went He went from Glabro to Lupus. But yeah, we don't know what his Homid form actually looks like. Yeah, so some people are saying that Stig could be a Ragabash. I could see it because he's very tricksy and, like, you know, he's much more childlike, which is a thing that often gets levied at Ragabash, because they're the ones that are allowed to, like, you know, they're the ones allowed to challenge the rules. They're the jester, right? They're allowed to speak up against the king to a point, right? There is insolence after a point. But they're very much given a lot more leeway, whereas the other auspices are not. Oh. Oh! Friendly? What? Friendly? I didn't expect this. This be a record of her heresy. Only the Scalds, when the current tribes were young and the wise still shared our hearts, there lived a Drangul among the tribes who came to be called Krull, who was he who first stood upon the mother peak and bellowed across the crags. All Dranguls might hear his challenge. He who shattered the back of a mammoth bull with a single blow. Okay. Interesting. What I find more interesting is the fact that these guys are these guys are passive. Ooh. Potential boss fight over there. Okay, let's fucking do it. Game? Game? Oh no! Thank God we can use a rift to get out of here, but... Okay. So I saw the chieftain pop up on my my mini map. All right. Yeah. So a lot of people are saying Stig could be a Ragabash. I could see it because he is so tricksy and everything. But I think he's a Galliard with how much he talks about the histories, the legends, um, singing a lot, and also talking about like your name. You know, oh, your last words will make a fine verse in the song of Black Shook.
Watch where you step, puny human. These are Drangulans.
I wonder if somebody welcome. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm gonna give it one more try and see if this works. No. The one thing I'm curious in is Matilda seems like she got way dumber. Like, she was actually being clever and, like, she was actually being clever and quite quick thinking on her feet and everything like that when it came to at the chapter house. And it seems like she's gotten dumber. I understand the language thing because she is lupus born. Obviously, she's a fucking red talon. But she's lupus born. I get that she doesn't want to speak that much. I'm surprised they didn't mention highfalutin or the high tongue or anything, which is how the Gauru can speak. It's wolf tongue, basically. And this allows it so that any Gauru can speak to other Gauru, and there won't be a language barrier. So there's that you have highfalutin that all of the lupus born will also know. And it's much easier to speak than normal English because it's a lot more like growls and huffs and things like that. I have the high tongue in my setting as well. It could be she's riding the rage too much. It could be. And from the ad, they say the ads are actually in universe. They are like actual ads. Like they are actual things in universe. Because a lot of people are wondering, are the ads like so cartoony that, you know, they're you set them aside? They're like, okay, this isn't canon. This is just, you know, this is the silly ad read time, right? And they're like, no, they're in universe. They are canon. And Matilda's reaction to her plushie was fucking great. Thus far, everyone who has been a plushie, who has seen their plushie, wants to destroy it. Actually, I don't know if Dee's seen his plushie yet. Yeah, we know Kevin wants to destroy his, and Matilda obviously had a hell of a snap at it. But also, I don't know if, see, I now understand why they would send a red talon, and an Alrune red talon at that, right? In that, Yep. I understand why they have a red talon and why they send an Alrune, because you can't send Stig. Stig is just going to kick down the fucking front door. If you want to do any sort of, like, investigating, Stig is not your man. Stig is a wolf of action, right? 100%. Like, for God's sakes, the back of his shirt literally says BBW on it. And it's not what you think it is. It's, Big Bad Wolf. Shaman had joined his thoughts to its spirit. When dawn spread gold across the crags, it emerged. Its muzzle was stained red and its belly hung heavy. From among them, the shaman plucked a single fang, as it was promised. Wolf was laid upon a wooden bier. The shaman poured water from a sacred spring into its mouth and spoke secret words into him in a whisper that only the spirits might hear. 3 days the beast changed. Its fur fell away in great clumps. Horrid sounds came from within its body, like branches twisting beneath winter ice. The most horrifying noises came from its bones, which I could observe moving beneath its skin like slugs. Its face changed, becoming that of a young Drangul. On the 3rd day, the wolf sat up and inspected its body with visible delight. It looked upon its new hands and smooth skin with wonder and joy. Then it spoke. I am Kroll, it said. Well, my memory is noise like hornets stirred into frenzy. What came of me beneath the roots? I gazed into the fire and gave no answer. Spirits granted what you sought, he said at last. Ask no more. This day the old skalds say that no man truly knows whether Kroll was reborn by the will of Anshalar, or whether the white wolf merely learned to wear his shape. Well, that's an obvious fucking, like, we'll be going there at some point, right? Not in, like, the story, because this is obviously, I think, a secret area. But, we'll be going there at some point if we investigate everything. Yeah, Matilda, though, again, like I said, I don't know, I feel like she is dumber in Hunter the Parenting now. And, again, rage could be part of it, but the fact that she thinks 10 is the largest number, right? It's like, surely there's no way, like, you got through in your investigatings, especially if she's like, I got here at 8:30, right? So, you know 30. I swear she said 8:30 to explain, like, no, we were here before the sun went down, right? Or, you know, the whole thing of, like, the test of sunlight. Like, no, I was here with Amanda at that time. I've seen apparently a lot of people are confused as fuck about the fish. And it's like, no, the fish is a spirit. It's their pack totem. Also, it does seem like, I hope my theory's right, like, it seems that Matilda really didn't give a shit about the hunter data, right? Because of the whole ad we just got, where she literally needs to go topside and blow off some steam. And the smokes she had from Git calmed her the fuck down. So I genuinely think, like, she was after the smokes. Like, she was like, nope, these will come in handy. Like, these are mine now. Oh! totem! A totems! A totems! Pierce bleed. Ooh. It's helmet armor. Battle surge instead. 2-piece set. Pierce and bleed. That's pretty fucking good. I've seen there's a set because I was trying to find other stuff that I could use for my characters or for my guy, and I saw there's a literal Fenris set, but it changes like a bunch of your pierce to cold damage, so you do cold bleed. Like that's what the set literally does. Very, very strange. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, maybe. I don't know how deep they're going with it because they lamented a lot of the changes in V5, right? And in the post chapter 6 live stream celebration, they lamented a lot of the changes in V5. I need to check Blade Spirit and Battle Surge. Perfect, that's what we're working towards, so that's already a good one. And Battle Surge is you. I mean, that's not bad. What do I give up instead? We lose Leap, which Leap is very, very fucking strong. But I think this would be a good one. Level 72. Yeah, because we get rid of physical and go back to Pierce. Yeah. I think it'll be a neat one to use. I do want the Fenris set, though. I really do. Because it was specifically designed for like a crazy hybrid werewolf build, and it could work for William because remember the Mekander that he is going to work for is Frostfang, who is like the anthropomorphization, the realization of the concept of the harshness of winter and the enduring spirit to overcome it. Because remember, he can split himself in two, which is the whole, the winter mirages. Woo! Woo! Don't like that. Out of here. Shall YouTube? Hold on. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. And if she's still acting like a retard after some time, I think we can indeed put a check mark on the flanderization box. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm worried. I don't think that they'll go that route, but you never know. Right? Especially when they talk about their script writing process. And the fact that Erndil doesn't know anything about World of Darkness. Right? It's like, oh, I didn't realize the Speaker D. They have a couple lore masters that are helping them, right? But Erndil said like he never got interested in World of Darkness, and he's not really he still doesn't know hardly anything about it. My nose was running. But I'm like a like a runny way, and my nose was running in that. Like the thing started trying to hang. I had a fucking bungee jumper. I was like, ugh. That's what I mean. Like, as long, again, they have people that are checking the scripts and stuff like that, right? And he doesn't need to know the setting to write compelling dialogue, you know? And he is a good writer. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say we'll need to do something later. Right? Something here is going to need to be done to trigger a couple events. But we did melt the ice thing to get here, so. Alright. Back to the fortress. Let's crack open the world scar. Or the world tear. Oh, it looks like we do have to do it. Okay, yep. I'm gonna have to do this to pop open the stuff. That's blocked by a ritual, right? But this, I'm pretty sure, this is how we have to get inside the tear. Also, you can see my resistance is a lot of them up at the max, which I appreciate.
Fool! You cannot stop what is to come!
Woo! Perfect. Another thing, a really, really great. Okay, it is the way to open it. Another really, really great thing they added. I loved 100%. I loved the representation of the Crusaders' true faith being a worm corrupted, literally the defiler worm reaching out of Christ's belly and everything and wrapping about him and stuff like that, and it was the cross and everything. Like, fantastic representation of the manipulations and the scheming of the defiler worm, right? And how it, like, operates. It looked fantastic. Like, I was so used to my healing being fast enough that I discounted the fact that I could have died there. I was too focused on the words I was saying. My wordums, let me show them to you. Shit. Well, shit. These guys hit Thar harder than I thought. Yeah, look how much EXP that was that dropped on the ground. Load up! Damn! Unlucky. I want blueprints. The more blueprints, the better. Oh, granted, I forgot. Granted, look at our chaos resist, right? Granted, I forgot how low our chaos resist is. And a ton of enemies now, here in the later game, they leave nasty fucking dots on you, which was just like, ugh. Well, obviously we have to go this way and check, right? I don't want to come back through here, like, multiple times. And there was nothing. Okay, you never know. Oh, there was a boss. Yeah. Oh my god. Fucking nasty, nasty dot. Here's my question. Yep, that's what I figured. Oh my god! Did you see that? My health went down to nothing real fast. Woo! Woo! Close. Bad, dangerous combo. These casters and then whatever else is, like, put up pure alpha damage on me. Yeah, apparently Cocaine Bunny was also voiced by Alpha Busa's son. I'm just gonna call him Cocaine Bunny. But yeah, one of the things they lamented, by the way, in the thing was that to try and fix Paradox and the new Skinwalker wearing, like, White Wolf's skin, like, they call themselves White Wolf, they're not White Wolf. They don't have the original team members or anything there. But the new entity pretending to be White Wolf tried to fix the power scaling on Werewolf for V5, right? because werewolves didn't really power scale well, and you could tell in Old World of Darkness that they had better ideas for the social aspects of it, and it was much more a social game, that when they went into combat, they weren't as confident in and of themselves for combat. So, the, fuck! Gotta go around again. So Werewolf had a really weird, like, power scaling thing where in Vampire the Masquerade, for example, when you got towards the later parts in Kindred Society, you had some insane, like, really cool abilities, right? In Werewolf the Apocalypse, you didn't really have that. There was a lot of stuff was a lot more, way to put it. Ooh. Don't like that! Don't like that at all! I'm trying to think of a good way to say it, right? So, again, part of it to fix it was to fix the ease of killing werewolves. Because once you get to certain levels in the other splats, you could basically no diff werewolves, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. Right? Like, there's supposed to be the challenge from every splat. You know what I mean? To an extent. And werewolves were supposed to be, they're literally fighting an apocalyptic war. You shouldn't be able to herp-de-derp one in, like, a single round of combat, right? And again, it was herp-de-derp, a single round of combat with no preparation, I should say. I should emphasize the fact, zero preparation, prep time. You can just walk in the room and act like Billy Badass. It's like, that's not how that's supposed to go down, son. Okay. Reforged? Oh. Becomes a legendary belt. Oh, I saw that little thing. I thought one spawned in front of me. I was like, Physical damage, pierce, and bleed. And it does leap. Oh, shame it's +1 in soldiers, but I'm actually absolutely going to replace my belt. Like I just have a green belt. I still can't replace this. This is still so fucking stupidly strong because of Blood Frenzy and Untamed Rage being on it. It's like, this is way too strong. But anyways, they changed it to where now you specifically require, if you want to actually kill a werewolf, you require silver. Otherwise, they are effectively immortal. They will rebuild themselves from any other damage source that's done. So it gets rid of that whole idea of, like, 3 to 6 guys with shotguns where you weren't expecting. Again, prep time, I'm all for people being, like, rewarded for prep time. Like in my setting, if you ambushed a werewolf, you had a guy with an anti-tank rifle, and you kaplow, like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna get hit by a fucking 20mm anti-tank round and get popped. Sure, you're gonna need to do something else to it, but at that point, he's kind of helpless. There's not much he can do. Yeah, that's the technicality. Technicality is that they'll still remove them from the fight, but they'll not dead. One thing I did like, I liked that the rage counteracted what Stig wanted to have happen. That was actually really good. I actually was very, I was like, oh, well done. Well done. Yeah, by the way, if Grimmel survives this, she better be a fucking changeling or kin or something. Like, I don't think a ghoul could survive this, but if she somehow gets back up, what I think would be funny, because she's so weeby, right? She is such a weeb. It would be funny as fuck if she was a stargazer, right? That would be hilarious. Because it would explain why she is so, like, involved and interested in Asian culture. That would be hilarious. Oh, sorry, I will. Yes, I agree with your greatness. I will be right back. The stomach said hello. I'll be RB. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, like I was saying, if Grimmel does turn out to be Ken, I hope that she does end up being a stargazer. One, because it would be explain part of her fascination with Eastern culture. But number two, what it would do is it would explain her obsessive behaviors. The tribal flaw of the tribal flaw for stargazers is obsession. They get deeply rooted into something and then they can't let it go. So that would be very interesting.
Praise to the progenitor! Praise to Kathan!
Oh my god, he hits hard. Okay. So there is a part where I do have to absolutely make sure we avoid. I was watching my health bar there close, and yeah. He's dead on the next go around. We're gonna do the cheesy doodle stuff if we have to. But no, I figured when I saw how hard he hit normally, I was like, oh god, that's brutal. That's brutal, Taze. Oh, 100%. 100%. And again, I honestly believe that because they're targeting, like, Big D's family basically got wrapped up in this because of the guilt by association with the Coalition, right? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Big D accidentally subdued Black Chuck, right? Black Chuck gets subdued by Big D, who wasn't trying to, didn't mean anything by it. But might have just thought it was like a big dog or something, right? We know that Big D has interacted with, and we know that he's fucked a werewolf in the past, right? We know this for sure, because Ross is absolutely his son. Or, okay. Actually, I guess pause. We don't know for sure if Ross is his son, I guess. But it fits too much with the parallels where they're writing 40K style in this too. You know?
You oppose the inevitable!
Okay. Ow. Give me some of that back. Give me some of that back. Part of the void. Okay. Yep.
You will bleed my blood! My blood!
My blood! So here's the other thing, Scarfell. Like, where? Where was Scarfell? So there's got to be, like, some hidden area, you know? Or, I guess, did we ever go in the Crimson Expanse before? Oh, shit. How do door open? Damn it. Oh, I clicked over here and went over there. How do the door open much? Oh, the 3 Custodes? No, it's not bad at all. I want the 3 Custodes back as well. Because they were fun. They don't need to make them as aggressively horny as they were, though. I'm fine with that, but no, they were genuinely fun. The Pillar Stoaties is their nickname. Yeah, we already have this one. Okay. I don't know if I ever went in here. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we have been in here before. Okay. Oh, but there's a totem. I'm gonna go get the totem at least. Oh my god, look at all the buffs and debuffs. Jesus. I want this because potential blueprint drops. And we absolutely want as many blueprints as we can get. Because that just helps every character, right? Glyph of the Ravenous Wendigo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I want that on my medal instead of the augment I do have. Can I replace augments? I hope so. Because that's really fucking nice. I have the assassin on here at the moment. Right? Which is Pierce Bleed. It reduces target's damage, chance for target to stumble. But this is straight up just heals and a massive boost to movement speed. Holy fuck. Yeah, I want the Wendigo. That was absolutely worth doing that totem. Holy shit. This is a guy with a buff with an aura. But yeah. So again, I guess we shouldn't make definitive statements that Ross is absolutely Big D's son, but it's very likely, right? It's very likely, and we know he's had interactions with the Glasswalkers in the past. Now, I'm saying he fucked a werewolf.
You have brought a great darkness into our fold. I do not want to know what it took to reach it. We have all we need. We will get started immediately.
I hear you have already mustered the necessary materials. I am told the great beast Baranath's rampage has carried it all the way up our sacred mountain. I fear that reaches the peak, then it will usher in an age of darkness upon Asterkarn, from which there is no turning back. This wicked taint will only grow, spreading to Erelon and beyond. None will be spared from the void's perhaps, but we must not drown in despair just yet. I will travel with my pupils to the Aurora Peaks, beyond the glaciers to the north of the Dread Wastes. There, we will carve the ancient runes and prepare for the ritual. We have already asked much of you, but I must ask for your aid once more. I do not know what instinct drives the beast up there, but it is no coincidence. The Aurora Peaks are sacred to my people. Their tallest mountain, Anshalar, or Roof of the World in your tongue, pierces the heavens and looks out upon the brilliant lights.
Meet you on the peak. Okay. Oh, Wolfie has a quest! Wolfie has a quest! Woo! Woo! Woofy has a quest. Good Woofy? Good Woofy? Best Woofy? Deeply into your eyes. There is something familiar about them. Stare back into the wolf's eyes. Your head begins to throb, and in your mind you see a far-off cliff in the Aurora Peaks. Not sure why, but someone you know awaits you there. Leave to go investigate. The wolf only stares into your eyes. Okay. Look how much more we have to go to get to Aurora's Peak. All right.
Praise the dawn!
How did we not kill you guys? You guys on the first come through. Look, everybody else is dead. How did I miss you guys on the like path we were going?
Praise
Oh my god! Dude, he exploded in a retaliation strike. That almost killed me. He did like 99% of my health. Jesus. By Zeus! Where is he? By who? Jesus. Also, Mystery of the Druids reference was fucking fantastic. Like, holy shit. Really? This whole pathway keeps diverged. Okay. I'm gonna go up here then, instead. No. Okay, anyways, one of the things, first off, they have Albrecht, I can't remember his last name, but they have Albrecht, the king of the Gauru nation. He is, he is a Shadow Lord that has declared himself king. I don't think, like, because they were basically getting away from the Silver Fangs, who are kind of arrogant and full of themselves and kind of caused a lot of problems. And they made the Shadow Lords do a lot of their dirty work. And so the Shadow Lords are just like, you know, go fuck yourself. Or am I getting it backwards? Or is Albrecht an actual... I swear Albrecht's a Shadow Lord, right? I'm not crazy, I don't think. But I knew that that's part of the new conflict, and what splits apart the Gauru Nation more. One of the reasons why the Stargazers leave the Gauru Nation and join the Beast Courts instead. Which, my God, I want the Stargazers to show up just so we can also get a Kitsune. Because I don't think people are prepared for the absolute whimsy and comedy, the fucking clown routine of a Kitsune. Like, the world of darkness is dark and scary and things are going to hell in a handbasket. You can't be this full of whimsy. Meanwhile, the Kitsune dressed in a thing with a little pipe. As they're walking around on like tree branches. It's like, you're not allowed to have this much whimsy. It's supposed to be dark. Damn it. It's the world of darkness. Oh yeah? Well, I toot my flute. Yeah, not Helbrecht, Albrecht. He's the king of the Gauru. Let me make sure. Oh, also, I just want to see a Stargazer because of their martial arts too. I think it's Kailindo. There's a martial arts that's only the Stargazers can do. Let's see, king. Yep, Jonas Albrecht. Ah, he is a Silver Fang. That's weird. I thought for sure he was a Shadow Lord. I know the Shadow Lords are trying to dethrone the Silver Fangs. Yes, Kailindo. Yeah. Whoop, Kailindo. This is a martial arts that is specifically to the Stargazers. And it involves a lot of shapeshifting. And instantaneous shapeshifting, by the way. Like, it's one of the things where a lot of them are like, well, werewolves need a little bit of prep time, and you need to go through like what Matilda does. That's another thing I like. The fact that they showcased, I like the fact that they showcased Stig going through the forms incredibly quickly, because at first when you're inexperienced, yeah, it takes you a bit to like transition between all the different forms. Woo! Oh God! Oh, I'm glad he died before he got to do whatever that was gonna be. Yeah, so Kailindo, it has a lot of normal martial arts stuff in it, but then it incorporates instantaneous shape-shifting within it, so that you can dodge attacks or reposition and stuff like that. Very, very cool. Very, very cool martial art. Plus, the Stargazers just get a lot of things that are really like... I like them because they're a lot more esoteric. They're not as straightforward as a lot of the werewolf gifts are. you have to think outside the box a little bit more on like how to use it the most effectively. Like for example, a stargazer could see that the Occam using the flamethrower, and he could turn the flames into like solid stone. So they come out of the jet of the flame and then just immediately thump onto the ground or freeze up inside the entire tank, because they can change the physical properties of matter. Also, I just want to see a stargazer because I want to see them use Break the Loom, or the mastery that stargazers can do, where they can use their Krynos, so they can gain all the benefits of their Krynos war form while in their Hamid, because they know there is no separation between. They are always the werewolf. So one of the most terrifying things about these stargazers, besides the fact that they're immune to the rage, or they can be once you get enough training, they're immune to the rage and they're immune to worm taint, is the fact that they can just have all the strengths and benefits of Krynos while in Hamid form. And I always joke, like, it would be funny for someone who gets that gift for the first time, not taking into association, they're just in Hamid form, they go to grab, like, a door and they rip it off its hinges and they're like, oops. Whoopsie. Or someone gives them bad advice, like, oh yeah, that door gets stuck every now and then. It's not locked or anything. You just need to pull a little harder. So they pull and rip it clean off with like the wall and the door frame and everything. And then they look at it and they're like, oh, it was locked. Oops. Whoopsie. Yeah, and again, when I say they're immune, by the way, to worm taint, I mean you need to be a high-level stargazer. You need to be like an elder stargazer. I'm not talking like all the stargazers are, but they do have a resistance to it, a pretty heavy resistance. There's a reason why the spirals are actively trying to stop the stargazers invading Malfeas, right? Like, all the rest of the tribes, oh no, you're welcome to walk Malfeas, and then you'll turn into another spiral. The Stargazers try to get into Malfeas, and it's a fucking 5-alarm shitstorm, because, well, Anton's Teardrop walks the fucking labyrinth, the entirety of the labyrinth, and a Black Spiral, or the Black Spiral, she's the, like, archetypal Black Spiral. She's the famous one. I wish I could remember her name. She's infamous for wearing leather, and she uses a whip that has razors on it, because she enjoys inflicting suffering. She's, like, trying to get him to stop following her, and she's like, okay, well, he'll go crazy here, and I'll have an ally. I won't give a shit. And then she eventually turns around and questions, like, how are you still sane? How are you still following me in the labyrinth? In Malfeas? And Anton just looks at her nonchalantly, and he's like, it holds no power over me. Freaks her the fuck out. Like, absolutely freaks her the fuck out. Because the Stargazers can just nope worm taint. And even more than that, they can actively expel worm taint from their bodies. Like, even if it gets forced in them, if the Defiler Worm or the Eater of Souls or the Beast of War or anything actively, like, try to invade their body, they can, this, again, I'm speaking high level here. I'm not speaking like a new pup or anything like that, right? I'm talking about high level. If they get in there, they have a mantra where they can expel it all, remove all worm taint instantaneously, become immune to it, and they give a bunch of buffs. They act like a glowing beacon of purity around themselves. Debuffs a bunch of worm stuff. Also fucks with Weaver stuff, which I appreciate. And, yeah. Very much like a, how about no, go fuck yourself. Night. An insatiable hunger rings out. There remains of a rational mind. Reality unravels before the final witness. All thoughts circling the unasked question preceding the impartial judgment beyond. Yet my arms are open. Mortal eyes gaze upon the iris of oblivion, incapable of turning back. Where once was, there now is not. Yet my arms are open. My life has been sung away upon a tune not of my making. I discard all that I am upon the peak of creation. My breath is stolen. The stars fade above. I remain until I am nothing. I was the night. Oops, excuse me. You see the Wayfarer's report. Okay. Oh! Broke a barrel with one of those guys in it. No, because that was part of the quest, right? That was part of the quest, was the fact that we were trying to figure out who was leaving the poem. We're still trying to figure out who's leaving the poem. We haven't found the person yet, obviously. Now that I got that, I'm going to head this way. Oh. Oh, why did I do that? Those are normal foxies. Oh. I don't know why my brain saw the thing and I jumped at it. What?
Help, please.
There's a monster in our house. Monster? What happened? Why are you here alone? The bub people got our parents. Our uncle comes around sometimes to check on us, but it's been weeks. Please, won't you help us? Alright, I'll clear out the house. The most fucking ominous and obvious, like, this is a fucking trap. But I'm a werewolf. Fuck it. I'm going in. The weight of guilt. Oh my god. Holy shit, that amount of health. Oh, fuck. You're back again? But sir, it's an ambush. Fantastic. Those bastards can't get away now.
Let us play.
Too wide for a tiny face. What trickery is this? You know foolishness in our place between. One must answer the question, or one must die. Alright, well, I'll play your game. This fucking fey bullshit. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Fire. This is some fucking fey shit if I've ever seen it. Whew. You know, I wonder if my aura is knocking these, because that one, nothing happened until I specifically touched it, right? Okay.
Let us resume.
Fine, let's get this over with. Names give power, magic to control, but what is broken by naming it? Silence? A heart? Silence? Your arm? Yeah. Silence. Again, you can't be quiet and then speak at the same time. It's fucking impossible. And they move. Yeah, fucking hell.
Let us play.
Better be the last one. Shine brightest in the dark. I am there, but cannot be seen. To have me cost you nothing. To be without me cost you everything. That one's very fucking vague. So to be without, I guess, sanity, right? Because if you don't have sanity, obviously, yeah. Really? It's not sanity? Wow. I guess they're going for maybe hope, maybe going for hope because if you don't have hope, you just kill yourself?
Do better.
Let's get this over with. Do better.
One must die.
That's not gonna be fucking me. Is it because I got one wrong? That's frustrating, but okay. Fair enough. Frustrating, but okay. Blow it! Come on, blueprints. Oh, tragic. Tragic. Oh, I guess. Teleport to the pilgrim. Actually, you know what I should do? Hold on. We should see if I manufacture the one glyph, if I put the Wendigo over the other one, right? Or if there's a way to, like, to remove a glyph. So first off, we need to manufacture the glyph. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I want to replace that. Okay. Woo! Boop. Okay. Cool, so we got another mobility thing. Let's put... What if I... I forgot I had Berserk. Look at that. The aggressive training dummy is fighting back. Oh, get him. Yeah, look at that. 75,000 damage a tick. The movie was terrible. The movie was so fucking terrible.
Be safe out there.
I'm just like, oh god. Oh, God, that movie. That movie was such a waste of good potential. But again, I already said it before near the start of the stream. Like, it did give me a great idea, and I'm going to use it 100%. Oh, that's got to go in the thing. Okay.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Safe storage, no questions asked. Oh. Okay.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Yeah. They had the potential to do such interesting things, and they didn't. Well, again, remember, because there was no werewolf. That was the daughter's imagination, because she was reading a werewolf book.
Oh, an outsider.
The audience of the chieftain. That's right. Oh, I'm glad they accept. I see secrets. I see secrets. I see secrets and sacraments. Oh, it was just as easy as going around that way. Go a couple buffs of help. So this, I feel like this opens or has to open, right? That seems way too much like it's a secret. A super secret, shiny secret, you know, if you will. Shrine has been carved in memory of the Midwinter legacy. It's apparent that nobody has come to maintain it in quite some time. What if I maintain it? Again, you got the Raven, and then you've got the Wolf. Oh my god. He died so fast? Come on, blueprint. Damn. Damn. Yeah, so, let's see. Was there anything else to discuss about it? I need to look up totems. I need to see what fish does as a totem, right? For a pack totem. Because I don't think because based on what Stig says, they don't have a cairn anymore, so it's not a tribal totem. It definitely have to be a pack totem. So the kin of old Shuck should be just a pack. Oh, hey, I'm here in Aurora Peak. Okay, I need to focus. What was the wolf's quest? The Great White Wolf. Deeply into your eyes. There was something familiar about them. Then, as a headache threatened to overwhelm your senses, you saw the vision of a far-off cliffside up in the Aurora Peaks. You're not sure why, but someone you know awaits you there. So, cliffside up in the Aurora Peaks. So, we're here at the Aurora Peaks. We'll see if we find the cliff. Look out, elk. I don't want to hunt you. Plenty of other meat for me to have, given how many fucking bristle horns attack me. But yeah, Rapar, you missed. Once you get far enough to unlock Aurora Peak and Asterkarn, the Great White Wolf has a quest for you. Oh, I'm assuming that's the quest? Nope. Figured we'd find that before we found the next thing. I wonder who it'll be. Because they say, well, no, and God, I hope I do know the person, and they're not like, you know, a Ashes of Malmuth, like, NPC or something like that. Because then I'll be like, I don't know Ashes of Malmuth that well. Be Mogdragon. That'd be fun. I want more Mogdragon. Yeah, it's very strange that the DLC wants you to basically have completed the other DLCs, even though they're not in the right time, or, you know, they're not in the right order. Right, Ashes of Malmuth obviously is in the correct spot, and then you have Fangs of Asterkarn supposed to take place in the timeline, and then you have Forgotten Gods. But you have to go through a shit ton of Forgotten Gods in order to do Fangs of Asterkarn. It's very strange. Very strange. I don't know why they did that the way that they did. Fuck this bitch. Yep. You need to... I've showed it before. You need to actually get to... the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun to do it. You don't need to go far in it, but you need to get all the way through the storyline of Forgotten Gods till you unlock the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. I was thinking potential hidden secret, but then I see how sharp that edge is. It's like, not likely. It's like, not likely a secret. No. Okay, the Windwalker. Level up! I'm just gonna start doing this. I mean, this was nice just to have a little bit extra damage in. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna start getting us up there faster. Faster, faster, faster. Yep, and you have to do some of Ashes of Malmuth, but you didn't have to do much of the storyline in Ashes of Malmuth. Very chilly. Wind chilly. Burkle. Check back here. I have a few abilities that can heal me, so I'm not too worried. Fuck you. Just try and show up and jump me, will you? That ain't happening, motherfucker. So is that all the way over there? There's a entry thing over here. I'm gonna go back this way. I'm curious this side. Suddenly, wind's gone right here. I think you missed me talking about Stargazer, Kylindo, and just the fun ability of Stargazers to fuck with the Weaver and the Worm. And why I like Stargazers so much, because they're a lot more esoteric when it comes to a lot of their stuff. Damn! I have a lot of mobility stuff now. Jackie's theory? Oh, in the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm hopeful. I do think Kitten is a Bastot. I think that's just way too funny. Right, especially with how many people call him Catboy. And again, we've never actually seen Kitten's face, right? Kitten's always wearing a mask over it, even at the beach and everything like that. Oh, a shroon! Restored 50 shroons. Okay, where do I want to put this? Like what? One would be best. That's all shield stuff. That'd be nice just for the fucking physical resist. Huh. %of attack damage converted to health. Jesus. Yep. And like, has Marcus seen his face? You know what I mean? Like, surely Marcus has at least seen it, right? Am I just going here? Yeah. I'm gonna go in the spider. Nah, the mask stays on during. Hey, to these guys. As you see, they're just immune until some random point. I don't know what that point is. Oh my god. First off, 3 of them. One's dead. 2's dead. 3's dead. Jeeves. Oh, had nothing of value in it. Nothing of value. Oh! Hey, put us out here. Nice! Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm extra fine with that. I see a star.
The end.
Hi. Hi, big guy. You see that? You assume that's the Guardian, right? Shrine of Pilgrim's Rest. Okay, I feel like we're getting way out in the sauce here. You know what I mean? Oh, feel free to retread. And we talked quite a bit about it, but not like every little detail. I talked about a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. Some of the theories on like on Grimmel. If she survives this, there's only a few options. I don't think even like body enhancement as a ghoul. Because, again, ghouls do gain a little bit of the benefits of their master. I don't think body enhancement would cover the capabilities that Grimmel has to survive things, right? I think it's pretty well and true. It was Mondragon! Woo! Hey, buddy! Hey, Papa Wolf! So you're the one that wanted to talk, eh? Nice. Fuck yeah.
You come to pay your respects, mortal.
Why don't you find out? So the chieftain's wolf was you. Oh my god, if that's true. I want to ask all these. You know what I mean? Not all, right? But holy shit. So Chieftain's wolf was you. Aspect to me, yes. The Kern have long been a favored people of mine, closely attuned with the beasts in the wilds. My being is always by their side. Why did you call for me to come here? Conquered one of my avatars in the past, but that will not suffice. A time will come when you will be tested in ways unimaginable. You must be ready. You stand before my vessel, a mere imitation of my might, but I would see what you are capable of. A vessel? That's an extension of my will through the mortal flesh standing before you. It will be sufficient for my purposes. You wish to fight me? I will see your strength, or I will break you. Either you or what Cairn requires. Either you are what Cairn requires, or you will make way for ones who are. And let us duel. I know, I kind of expected that, right? I kind of expected it was going to be a one-tap. He is, after all, a divine celestial being, right? I wanted to talk about all the other stuff, though, too, because it's Papa Wolf. Why wouldn't I want to talk about all the other stuff, too? I wanted to go through all the other dialogues. Guess the game's over then. I come stumbling back in like, alright, that was a cheap shot, Magdragon. You are a god after all. It's a bit brutal, but fuck it, I'm here. Oh my god, his ring. Oh, he's 96. That's why. Holy fuck, he's 90. He's 26 levels ahead of us. Absolutely fucking nuked. Papa Wolf ain't playing around. Papa Wolf's like, nah, son. Okay, I'm coming back when I'm much better equipped to deal with you. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, level 96. Okay, alright. Well, the one thing I took away was the Wormed Christ. It is such a good visualization of how something as pure as faith can be corrupted. Yep, and it's the Defiler Worm in particular. Corrupted revelation imagery. Sword spat from his mouth, and the worm wearing the image of him to deceive the faithful like the Antichrist. Yep. Again, he is it's the Defiler Worm, 100%. His largest number. Matilda giving Marcus a 10% chance was her promising to let him go, but just screwing up the maths. Yes. And Marcus, being a smartass, couldn't help himself. Oh my god! Oh my god! He fucking killed him, and his attack killed me right afterwards. We traded. Fuck. I don't. That's not good for me. That's really bad for me. Not me. I'm very much arachnophobic. Nope. But there were many. There were many I saw who were simping. Yeah, oh my god. Again, bad trades for me. Very bad trade. Don't trade like that. Ooh, ow. That's... Yep, that's painful. Because I don't have physical resist. I think, like I said, I personally would love it if she was a Stargazer. V5, which is, it's funny that kind of like White Wolf, or the Skinwalker that's pretending to be White Wolf, has realized V5 isn't that great. It fucks up a bit too many things. And so they're already working on V6. So they're trying to fill in the divots. Yeah. And yeah, she's a spider shapeshifter, Ropar. That's who they're talking about. Sisu is a spider shapeshifter. There are all kinds of beast shapeshifters of different species. The Gauru have a problem though, because Gaia kind of fucked up when she made the Gauru. When she made the werewolves, she was getting more upset and felt like she needed champions, soldiers, like combatants for her. So she gave them the rage. All Farah, which are the shapeshifters, all of them have the rage. She gave them the rage and also like tweaked it a little because the Gauru are supposed to be the warriors, the soldiers, the fighters. And then kind of let them loose, which was a very bad idea. Not being like, okay, well, I made soldiers who need a war at all times. Because this is World of Darkness. This isn't the concept where war isn't treated in the same way that war should be treated. It's much more... remember, World of Darkness has the whole Alpha, Beta, Omega stuff in it, too. The Gauru are suited to win battles, not wars. No, I'd say they're very suited to win wars. The problem is, they're very suited to win them in a very particular way. And this is what frustrated the shit out of the Stargazers, because the Stargazers didn't have that suffering. You had the Stargazers and the Uktena, Uktani. I hate the fact that they renamed them because my cultural appropriation. Fuck off. Go hang yourself. Yeah, I hate that they renamed them. The Uktena and the Stargazers were the mediators, the negotiators. They were trying to stop the other Gauru from basically fucking things up. Because the Gauru would often look on other Farah and be like, you're not doing your duty. And the other Farah would be like, yeah, we are. Dude, relax. And they'd be like, no, you need to be doing it better all the time like this. Fuck you. They would fight them. You'd be like, yep. Yeah, and so we conducted the fair Holocaust. And again, the Stargazers and the Uktena did not engage in that. The Children of Gaia came later because then they have the ban on man and stuff like that, and they came around to, again, the Wisdom Tribes basically were like, you're all fucking retarded. The Wisdom Tribes looked at all the rest of the Gauru and were like, you're all retarded. You're all fucking dumb. Like, you got rid of the wereboars and the were-cows, the were-bulls. Like, the people best designed to stop the worm. Because you got upsetty spaghetti. You fucking idiots. Again, the Stargazers have been so thoroughly disappointed by the Gauru Nation so many times that they eventually leave the Gauru Nation. And they join the Beast Courts instead. Because, like, fuck it, at least the Beast Courts have all the Farah that are left, right? And, again, the Stargazers are pretty well respected amongst the Beast Courts. Because they are a Wisdom Tribe. And they were the ones that were, like, the mediators, the negotiators, trying to stop the stupid from happening. It's like, there's that famous image of the Gauru sitting down to talk with, I can't remember which Farah species, but they're sitting down in negotiations, and the image is literally the Gauru that's in the talks suddenly has his weapon and is chopping the head off of the other negotiator and screaming, like, in pure rage. And the other Gauru behind him are also getting pissed, and the other Farah are shocked. They're just like, sitting there dumbstruck, like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've charged up a big one. I did berserk at a bad time. Woohoo! Ow. Ow. Come on, blueprints. Blueprints are on blueprints. Let's see. Not every problem is solved with shocking, intense violence. Only most of them, yes. Again, that was the problem, was Gaia made the ultimate hammer, right? Gaia made the ultimate hammer, and then it made everyone else surprised that the hammer kept wanting to deal with every problem as if it was a nail. Much to the annoyance of the Wisdom Tribes of the Gauru that are like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, we need to go kill all the girl. Why? Why? What did the werebears ever do? Well, they're being lazy and not doing their job of restoring things. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No. You did this with the wereboars. You did this with the werebats. You did this with the werebulls. Fucking no. Stop. Now we have to take on all those jobs. Now it's our job to be the worm, like, cleanup crew, when that wasn't our job to begin with. And we're not as good at it as they were. God damn it. They were purpose-built for that. They literally could stand in worm taint and just yeet it out of existence. But no, we had to get involved. She made the ultimate hammer and then cock and ball tortured herself with it. To be fair, at the time, Gaia was being strangled by the Weaver, who is still continuing to strangle her. That's one of the aspects of World of Darkness that I find interesting, is that everybody talks about the worm being the problem, and the worm is a problem, but the worm is the abused dog standing in front of the cackling owner who's pointing it in your direction, right? The owner is the real villain. The Weaver is the enemy. The worm, though, has been broken, because the Weaver attacked the worm and because the Weaver, didn't like its toys being eliminated. But you need that for balance. The worm was vital for balance. And part of the worm is still functioning, right? Part of the worm is still functioning the way it is. Like, it's really fucking cool. So, because if the worm wasn't performing its function, everything would be unbound, right? Yes. In one of the books, Antonine Teardrop walks the labyrinth, which scares the piss out of the black spirals because he walks it and he's completely unfazed. And he helps to merge the Empress of Dreams, Chimera, and the worm into one entity. And that fixes the worm. That is a potential end of apocalypse scenario. Because with the worm no longer being fucking crazy, you can deal with the Weaver, right? With the worm back in its proper alignment, now the Weaver becomes the enemy. And I wrote up a whole, storyline called, 2250. Where the worm has been brought back and you get a new group. The White Howlers aren't back. They're called the Death Howlers now. And the new enemy are the Glasswalkers. The Glasswalkers are the problem. And instead of being the Black Spiral Dancers, they're the Blue Stasis Walkers. Because that's what the Weaver wants. The Weaver wants just stasis, static. No longer is it about nature being and again, I stopped doing this. I just incorporated some of these elements into my setting instead. No longer was it about nature being destroyed. Now it was nature being curated. Because it was, those forests and jungles and everything are untidy. What's way better is a park, manicured, perfect. Every flower in its own planter box, Very static, very organized. Gaia is not dead, but Gaia is in a cage, right? It's not the preferable outcome. And again, instead of being like the Black Spiral Dancers, which are horribly corrupted, the Blue Stasis Walkers were like Mecha. They took it to where they would incorporate kind of like cyberpunk elements into themselves, right? That's what they would do instead. Yes, and that'd be the whole thing. The animal kingdom was not set it roam free. They were in curated zoos. No, the whole point behind the Stargazers and what makes the Stargazers so pissed off at the Garou Nation is the Stargazers know it's all about balance. You need all three aspects, right? You need all three aspects to function. You need the wild, the weaver, and the worm. If you have the wild by itself, it is pure, uncontrolled growth. Cancer. It is literally cancer. The Weaver is pure stasis. Nothing changes, nothing dies, it all stays the same. And the worm is total destruction. Right now, the worm is the enemy, right? But the Weaver is insane, and the Weaver is strangling Gaia. So that's the whole thing is. It's all about balance. And that is the problem in that the Weaver aligned, the Weaver being the enemy, is that the balance is out of whack in favor of progress and civilization. You have token efforts of gardens like central parks and stuff like that put in, right? You have token efforts of things like that. But it's not Central Park. It's more an orchard. The trees aren't left to their own devices or anything like that. There's no natural beauty. It is very curated. The trees are exactly 10 feet apart from each other, sort of thing, It's very much, if you've ever seen the way an orchard has all of its trees in perfect rows and columns and everything everywhere. That's what it is, right? It's not natural. Yeah. I'm assuming you're the author of the poem. Anyways, so I had that, and again, the Stargazers became a big target of the Weaver because the Stargazers specifically have gifts that fuck with the Weaver. This is stuff like Break the Loom, right? Which is a very, very powerful fucking gift. A Stargazer can break the loom, shatters the gauntlet between the worlds, and yeah, just totally fucks up the Weaver spirits in the area. Like, it's literally a big middle finger to the Weaver. Anyways, yeah, that, like I said, that was a setting I wanted to do, and I was writing up stuff on, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make it my own setting. Why would I give them a good idea? Why give the Skinwalker pretending to be White Wolf a good idea for a setting, right? Fuck them. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna put it in my setting. And so that's where the elves come in my setting. The Golden Dawn Imperium is a classic example. And I explained it before that the elves view the werewolves, the Vordir, as like misguided fools because they do have nature, right? They do have nature. It's like, what are you talking about? We have these trees and everything like that. We're not destroying or despoiling nature. But the point the Vordir have is like building like every tree in rows and columns perfectly aligned, perfectly measured at all times, pruning them and ensuring they grow in exactitude, like making sure their roots go straight down. That is not nature. Like, there's a difference between having a helping hand in nature and then completely dominating it. And that's the thing. Great ideas. But what about the struggle of LGBT women of color against capitalism? Fuck those people. Fuck them. Seriously. Go to hell. I'm part of LGB. Fuck all the rest. Oh, Midwinter necklace. Alright. Here it looks forlornly past you, not at you. It says nothing. Something the matter? Just had it. Where has it gone? Did you lose something? It was just here. Okay. First off, put this down. I'm going back to the Pilgrims. Rest. Yeah. Let's go to the Midwinter Totem. Son of a bitch. I hate these guys because of this ability. Immune to damage ability. I hate it. Speak the name Arvin and place the memento. Necklace is where it belongs. Stones in the altar feel cool to the touch, but is soothing cold, like a breeze on a hot day. Okay. Yeah.
Greetings, traveler.
Look calm. Was once in rest. Did you do as I asked? Yes, your brother should find peace. And my thanks, Lowlander. Wish for you to have this. It's an echo of Asterkarn. May it grant you the same peace that you have given my brother's spirit. I'm happy to help. Okay. I still gotta find who wrote the fucking poem. Yep. like I said, the good news is that the racists are losing, right? We're getting much more of this stuff. It sucks that the Odyssey did well, because that kind of reinforces their racism and stuff. But at least they're losing. Like they've lost their whole morality and everything in the culture war, right? They've been exposed so many times. It's a joke. People are starting to realize there are some people that aren't worth giving a second chance, which is a huge fucking step in the right direction. Oh yeah, it's not a good film. It's not. It looks cheap. It was really cheap. Like it's a very bad film. It is not. It's not over. Again, this fucking blackpilling's got to stop. They've been losing and they keep losing. Again, it's the whole like, oh, we just need to give up. No, again, that's why I'm making my own shit. That should be the normal, like, body bags with black pillars. Good God. It's like, just because you want to be pathetic and give up doesn't mean the rest of us will. Oh my God, this doesn't go back around? Again, that's the whole thing. Just suck it up, Buttercup. Again, you'll have that despair, and that's what they want you to feel. That's their goal. They do this, and they don't care about the fact that they're losing and they're embarrassing themselves, because all they care about is its humiliation ritual for you. It's a sexual drive in them. They get off on you doing the whole doom, gloom, and despair. That's all they crave. Remember, they're not human. They're not people. They don't think like a person does. Ooh, 2 blueprints. Hell yeah. Neither of them good for me, but that's fine. You can walk through that railing a little bit there. Welcome. Yeah. And again, that's the truth of a hoodie. They really aren't. It's why they have such suicidal empathy and everything. Because they don't actually have empathy. Right? That's not what empathy is. Empathy is just a meaningless word to them. It's a thing that they think they need in order to pass as a good person. A good person has it within them already. It's that whole funny thing about, like the most racist person you'll ever meet is a better person than a leftist is, right? They will always be. because they at least view people as human, right? They view even the people they hate as lesser than, sure, but they still view them as like an entity, a thing that exists. Leftists don't, right? They view everything as like ideas, like nothing exists. That's why they have no grasp on what reality is, right? That's why they can't. That's why simple things like what's a woman throws them for a loop, because they don't know. They physically don't know what it means. They're like the demons in Free Ren, right? They don't. They have the words. They use the words, but they don't know anything that they mean. They don't know what they stand for. They don't know the history of them. They don't know that there's like what they represent. Concepts to them don't exist. It's why you can't do the whole thing. Well, if the roles were reversed, they don't, because they don't see it that way. This might have been too risky to do. Berserk, that might be a bad time. Ah! I killed him right as he killed me. Fuck. Like, Berserk was a bad idea, because Berserk removes a lot of my defenses. Owie. My digits. My digits. Race community is incredibly diverse. We don't care what race you are as long as you're racist. Yeah. Come on, digits. Alright, let me grab my stuff, and then I'm not going to go up here. We're going to go the other way. Bleeding, attack, circle slaughter. That's a pretty good ring for us. Yeah, I played that way too risky. That was 100% me. I mean, we killed the boss. You can't argue that we didn't kill the boss, but yeah, in his dying gasp, he nuked us out of existence. And it's because I didn't have any resistances to stop him from nuking us out of existence. Because, yeah. That's a fun title. Berserk removes a lot of your resistances when you use it. Mark that with each passing season, the stars in the night sky grew fewer. Soon the stars could not be relied upon for navigation, and the Kern were fearful that in times darkness would claim the heavens. Seeking the cause, the journey to the highest peak at the roof of the world, climbing until the air grew so thin he could barely breathe. There he beheld a terrible sight. Great wolves of living shadow prowled among the stars, leaping from light to light, devouring them. There gave chase across the vault of heaven, and for 7 nights slew many of the shadow wolves with his bow. As they dropped, their bodies burned away, and their dark hearts burst into light, forming new stars. However, the greatest wolf escaped and fled across the sky. Pursued it in the very edge of reality, the beast vanished into the dark void beyond the sight of the world. The elders saw the wolf, say the wolf still steals forth from the darkness of the void from time to time and swallows a star. This is why the heavens change subtly from age to age. Some say that when the last star is devoured, the long dark from the days before the first fire will return. The seas shall grow still, the rivers will cease to flow, the land will grow cold, and all things shall pass in the eternal darkness. Wow, that's a fun way to do the heat death of the universe. Nice. Now let's go back to Hunter the Parenting. 10's largest numbers are reference to 10 being the highest level of skill on a character sheet. It could be, like, it would be a funny reference, right? It would be a funny reference to the fact that skills go up to 10, and that the scaling is 1, you're way below average, 2 is you're barely below average, 3 is your average, 4 you are above average, 5 you're the strongest of that. Oh, an actual were-raven. Hello there, kin. Greetings, Wanderer. Have you too come to witness the end firsthand, or solitude of the mountain what you seek? Are you the author of these? Fellow Warden of Eternal Truths comes bearing a gift for me. Indeed, I've taken quill to paper and produced these musings. There are mere reflections into the beyond, where the last light fades. Tell me, what did you feel when you read them? Curiosity. It's only natural for mortals to be curious about what lies beyond the finality of nothingness. There is beauty in birth, so there must be beauty when life ceases. But if we cannot think, did we even exist? To fathom the splendor of unmaking, we must first absorb the breadth of that which is. You have given me more to consider, Wanderer. Hope our little exercise of the mind has given you something to digest as well. I'll ponder this further. Also, my wife happens to be a were-raven. Oh, just so you know. And there shall be many babies. What do you call little baby ravens? A lot of them call them raisins, which I find adorable. Well, what is the actual term for a baby raven? It's still just chick? Oh, that's sad. I expected more. No! Ah! Oh, damn it. He keeps freezing me today. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the nickname of Raisins for little baby ravens. Like chicks, fine, fair enough. But calling them Raisins just seems more adorable. It's also what Samantha Baker's mom called her in my setting. Like, she was literally called Little Raisin. And her mom was a Revoran, so she used it as a term of endearment. It's funny, though, because Samantha then admits, is like, I never thought through more of, like, why my nickname as a child was Raisin. Like, Samantha Baker, and you call me a Raisin? Like, like, it's a bit of a stretch for Baker. I don't know, I'm pretty ravenous for that Garusi, personally. Again, another thing in my setting was, in World of Darkness, there's an uncomfortableness that each of the species feel for the Pharaoh when they're not in their birth form. And so I just got rid of that in mine. Like, I made it more where they're much more comfortable in their true forms, because it feels like, you know, they've been made whole.
Our path is clear. Amatak's path is at our backs. Are you prepared for what's next?
You don't like sexual dimorphism? Isn't sexual dimorphism where there is differences? Because mine do have differences. Mine have tata, like the women have tatas. And obviously the bits downstairs are different. And the men don't have tatas. Yeah, so you don't like when there is differences. Okay. Mine, no, they are differences. There are differences between the two. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Up ahead is Anshala, the roof of the world. A once sacred place, now wreathed in Baranath's rage.
Yep.
I wish I could do more, but I'm afraid my stories will offer little aid, and these frail bones will only get in the way. My apprentices are prepared to do what is necessary. Ascend the peak and blow upon the horn of Igbar to attract the demigod's ire. Then the unthinkable begins. I trust you will know what to do.
Learn another since today. I'm gonna try to save it. I don't know what we need to do, but we've got the 3 pieces, so I'm hoping that we can save the demigod. Like, I'll try to listen in on combat for their orders. Yeah, that's not for me, prosecutor. No, mine have sexual dimorphism, and there are other traits too. Like the females are always smaller. Always. On average, they're smaller than the males. They're not as strong. They're always weaker than the males too, but they have better flexibility, a little bit more speed, and they have more pain tolerance. Because again, childbearing. Also, there are some species that are technically dimorphic, but only have one sex due to the other being extinct. For example, all male Mexican bearded lizards are extinct. The females can self-fertilize at the cost of genetic diversity in a process called parthenogenesis. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Alright, you guys gotta tell me what to do. Also, it broke the fucking horn! Woo! Again, I'll pick at it, but just let me know what we need to do. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Guys, when do we try to get him to calm down? I think I can just cheese him out right here. Ugh! I think we got him right there with just the bleed. Alright, what do we do? What do we do? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Ah! He's getting more angry. Ugh. Bad, bad. Ugh. Oh god, what the fuck? Guys, I'm really gonna need you to focus on the ritual soon. Oh, fuck! I waited for the thing, the cracks to break, and no. Oh. I waited. The other cracks delayed long enough for me to get tapped by all 5 of them at once. Fuck me. We were doing so good, too. Yeah, my little shadow guys are silly. God damn it. Damn it! Hate. See that? I got hit by all 5 of them at the bottom. You guys keep beating on him. I just need to watch out. Gotta wait longer for the second crack. Okay, we got him in the bleed. Don't. No, get out of it! Gross. Stay away from him until those explode both. Get away from the pool of sick that you threw down. Thank you. Fuck. Way more tricksy than you think it would be. Oh! I'm so glad they didn't one-shot me. Alright. Find him. I didn't want to kill him. Oh, thank God. It worked. Woo! Can I talk with you? Hey, buddy. You okay? You okay? Hello? Hello? You okay? He's napping now. Terrible. Also terrible. Okay. Come on. Ooh. Interesting. Pierce damage. Oh, if only it was bleed. Damn. Again, Blood Frenzy, Circle of Slaughter, Untamed Rage. Like, it is hard to overstate just how good that Gutworm's Mark is for us. It's stupid how good it is. Yeah, I'm just glad the binding worked. There you go. Pat, pat. It's okay. I'm glad the binding worked. Pat, pat. Alright, Duncan. Duncan, what aspects do you think Stig is?
Lowlander, everything you have done for the Kern has made me reconsider. Once distant, I have already spoken with the High Chieftain. My mission has her blessing. I am to depart for the Krusul Crags to the north and reopen communications with the Drangul tribes. They were once allies. Krusul Crags are the ancestral home of the Drangul tribes.
I'll meet you in the crags. Cool. Good Woofy. Good Woofy. Oh, good Woofy. Good Woofy.
We could hear the sounds of your battle from here. It will make for an unforgettable ballad.
We were able to say Baronoff.
Friend of the Kern, you have achieved the impossible. Alongside
Complete
our
the
brave
Fangs of
droids, you
Asterkarn.
have freed a proud creature from the clutches of the Great Annihilator. Their names will live on in song, but yours shall be carried to the eternal halls of the ancestors in honor of your bravery and tenacity. I feel as if a miasma of apathy and defeat has been lifted from our shoulders. This day shall never be forgotten among the Kern now
That's what I
living
said, Duncan.
and those yet to be born. And it is all thanks to the unthinkable, a lowlander willing to extend a hand across centuries of mistrust. I hope these meager offerings will suffice as a token of our thanks.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I basically said as well. So, a lot of people are making the case that he's a raggy, right? Because he is so, like, tricksy. And a lot of his gifts are all about, like, misdirection and misconception and stuff like that. He's also we know for a fact that he is in Glabro form the entire time. He has the merit for the more attractive Glabro. So we know he's Glabro the entire time. We don't know what his Hamid form looks like at all. Yeah, like I said, like he screams Galliard to me, which again Matilda screamed Bonar to me, and she's a fucking Red Talon, and I was like, oh my god, she's the most well-behaved Red Talon I have ever seen. Like, oh my god. Oh. And even more on top of that, not only is Matilda not a Ragabash, she's an Aurun. I'm like, oh my god. She is an Aurun Red Talon that was infiltrating an enemy base. To be fair, Stig would have gone in guns blazing and killed everyone, right? Yeah, Matilda is the... That's why I think if they're going with it, maybe she's the Whelp's compromise. That's the only logic I can come up with for Matilda being a Red Talon and being as chill as she is that she's part of Whelp's compromise, which is a subsect of the Red Talons that is less angry. Exactly, that's what I mean. So she was the only choice because you needed the Glasswalker on, like, you know, intelligence duty, right? He needed to be observation and everything.
Baranath's injuries were immense, and they were never allowed to fully heal during centuries of its imprisonment, with the Great Annihilator's tendrils boring into them. I am confident that, with the aid of our healers, the great beast
100%.
will rise again, and its roar shall echo across the valley. This day marks a new beginning for the Kern. We will reclaim our ancestral lands and restore nature's balance in Asterkarn.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. Also, good woofy. Good woofy. Good woofy. I wish I had chosen the other dialogue for Mogdragon. I want to know all the other dialogue options. Damn it. The whole thing, because he asks you, like, you use my aspect. Again, because we're werewolf, right? So he recognizes the fact that we're using an aspect of Mogdragon. We're using the werewolf. And I want to be able to tell him, be like, dude, yeah. I'm also at least 25% sure Stig will turn out to be an ex-husband of Dee, but just knows him by a different alias. I doubt it, because Dee doesn't mention the Silent Striders or anything. He mentions the Glasswalkers, and that he had a relationship with a Glasswalker. Right? And the assumption is that's where Ross came from. If Ross is one of his sons, Ross came from that, and Ross is now a piece of shit fucking Black Spiral Dancer who needs to die. 100%. Like, and heartfelt, fuck the Black Spirals. I've already gained access. Hang on, what if I jump back through? We're right, you know? Because we're already ahead on this quest. Yeah. And then go through? Nope, they don't care. Okay. Fine, that's fine with me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go fight Mogdragon, though. As I said in a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline stream, I said, I want a Garu girlfriend. A finger curls on the monkey's paw. It's a Black Spiral Dancer. Yep. 100%, that's what would happen. It's one of the reasons I find Chronicles of Darkness more interesting. Like, originally I had dismissed Chronicles of Darkness, but Chronicles of Darkness doesn't have the Black Spirals. It is the old clans versus the Forsaken, right? The ones that were like, no, Father Fenris was crazy. He needed to be stopped, right?
Your thing speaks boldly of the old ways. Those ways are dead. Why should I waste my life breath upon you? Human meat tastes just as good as boar.
I'm proof that the Kern can be your allies
Weak
again.
Kern forgive old enemy, and I am to see this as strength? Maybe I skewer you myself and send the thing home with your head.
The Kern have adapted, and so should you.
Drangul, always look out for Drangul. That never changed. Drangul that adapt now suckle at the teeth of the Great Annihilator. Their minds lost to the blood frenzy. They forget the old warnings. Why is Kern way better? Your words are weakness, hollow and worthless.
Not gonna show strength.
Stubborn human thing. You have a death wish? You are in Drangul lands, so do as Drangul do. Prove your worth by trial of blood. Survive and I will speak to your thing as equals.
What does this trial entail?
Your wild beast face our champion in bloody combat.
Very well.
That is the
Where's the
blood
combat?
ring is nearby. Step inside and issue your challenge, human.
I'll respect your traditions. Also, hopefully, not trade in a fucking kill again. Whoa! Ah!
Fine. You stay.
Good fight. Good fight. Also, fuck all of you throwing fireballs at me. You bunch of bricks.
Well done. Corpsebreaker put up a good fight.
Well, don't
but
just look
he
at the
stood
DPS.
no
You gotta look at all the other
chance
stuff around it,
against
too.
you.
The DPS is one
This
thing.
plan may not be as foolhardy as I initially thought. I will take it from here.
What happens now?
I must convince Chief Snarltooth that the Kern and Dranguls once again share a common foe. The Great Annihilator and his blood-bound wretches. While you performed commendably in the trial of blood, you are not one of us. Nevertheless, your actions have smoothed things over enough for me to continue this battle with words and wit instead of steel. I am confident I can prove to Snarltooth that our two people will be far more formidable when we are united, instead of letting pride defeat us like stubborn fools.
Yep.
Don't worry. I can handle myself should the Dranguls demand further displays of brawn.
Fair enough.
Your Thane promises much bloodshed if we stand with Kern in battle. I will hear his words and make my decision.
Can I ask?
Your human tongue is tiring, but I will speak. What do you ask?
What happened to the old
Kern
alliance?
were once a mighty horde, led by a great chieftain. A strong chieftain. Drangul were honored to fight alongside him and spill foul blood on Asterkarn soil. But then came the Steel Warriors and Flame Powder of Erelon. We broke upon them like ice in spring. In response, the Blood Shamans conjured terrible things to push the Arulians back. Your human tongue is tiring. but I will stir. Their young suckle at the teat of the great annihilator. They are weak. Their shamans forget the old warnings. The Gore tribe will never accept their dark bargains, so long as Snarltooth is chief.
Honorable. Okay. But there is obviously this thing over here, right? This thing here, obviously. Obvious. Like, this just screams a place to go. Yeah, again, and like, honestly, if the Glasswalker Jambles wasn't so focused on his admin duty at the moment, he should be the one conducting the interrogation. This, look at this. Doesn't this just scream that this is an obvious, like, thing? Blech. Meh. Meh, I say. Meh. Okay, but again, Fangs of Asterkarn is now done. We have this here, so there's something here for, there's another hidden secret somewhere. Right? There's a lot of hidden stuff all over the place, but there's another one here for sure. And it has to do with this. Something here has to let us in.
Don't start any trouble, Lowlander.
What is that? Here you go there. Alright, recover the reports. I'll recover those soon. I need to check here. There's got to be a way into this. I really do hate these enemies that are just like, no, I'm immune. It's like, okay, fine. I'll wait your timer out and then kill you. Or whatever the thing that triggers it, because sometimes you kill them, the timer doesn't seem that long. How do I get into the Bloodbound Bastion? See? Some way. There's gotta be some way inside. Oh, they can hit me through the door. Ow. long time ago. I don't remember it though. Remember, it's been that one's a long time ago. They posted that up. Okay, so there has to be something else in here in the Scarfell Depths, right? There's got to be some hidden secret or something. Because there's this. And Scarfell is specifically, like, named. There's got to be some kind of secret somewhere, somehow. We were in here for a long time. We never found that sword or anything either. Which makes me more suspicious that there is actually, like, something in here. Oh! The poop. Oh my god! Well, if I think that, ow. Yeah, I know, the teeny tiny carnifexes where they're so fucking small. It's like, but why? Why are the carnifexes so tiny in Space Marine 2? I hate them. Okay. I don't know. The lictors were warrior size, and the carnifexes were lictor size. I know, it's fucking super strange. Okay, I'm just looking this up. Oh. We got a reputation farm. I got a reputation farm with the current. Oh my god, it's a ways. This is the one thing. Reputation farming sucks. Reputation farming is brutal. It's brutal. And this is why only killing Bloodbound works. Which is just like... You couldn't do like Bloodbound and Chthonians or stuff like that? It's going to be so much nicer. Station grinding. Okay. Right, I need to look at making the thing. There's another thing we wanted to look at making, right? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, an outsider.
Shit. Was there anything like a better one of these we wanted? For a glyph? Reckoning, maybe. Is there none that's all to Berserker? Alright, I guess I don't have all of them right either, so, but you know what I mean. If beings without a warp presence are blanks that resist psyker power, and people without a force presence resist the force, would a fight between a Jedi and a psyker basically just be two normal guys? Oh. I don't know. Is there anything I can buy from you at this tier, though, at least? Okay, well, we can buy this. That's nice. I'll buy all of these.
Greetings, traveler.
This is just all so fucking weird. Yeah, I need to get to honored status.
Greetings, traveler.
I don't know what these were. Exchange, you will receive iron bars. Pass these on to your allies or perhaps your alter egos. If they bring them to me, then I will happily take them off their hands. Oh! So I can money trade now. You can money trade! Hooray! My alts can money trade.
You see anything you like?
Oh! What's Homestead doing here? I don't know what Homestead's doing here, but it's nice to see him. Oh, I could have done this. Oops. even think about that.
Iron well spent.
Oh my god, he goes off screen. Nice. I don't know. Ooh, hang on. 1275. I need 5 more levels. Oh, that's really nice. Same with the rest of the stats. Same about the rest of the stats. Chaos resist is good. Like that'd be nice for everything we're dealing with here. But again, I lose Unchained Fury. It's really fucking good. I lose bleed, attack speed. Oh, I gain attack speed. I gain offensive ability. We lose physical. We lose armor too. Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.
Greetings, traveler.
Oh, why? Any suggestions? Okay. Nice! Fucking hidden illusionist. Hell yeah. Hidden illusionist. Whoa. There's not a lot of great options there. This one has a fantastic option because of the guillotine. Though I do minus points because of this part, but, you know, still. Steam has a Cyberpunk event. Oh no, your wallet. Oh no! That's not good. Oh, that looks better. For what we want. I might as well go fashion-y. I wish I didn't have the spikes on it. Ooh. That's better. Okay. Trying to pick stuff that William would be more likely to wear, you know? lot of this stuff is too, like... there we go. Quick draw gloves. That's not bad. Marauder's gloves are darker in color. Fire emblem's not too bad. I'll do the Marauder's gloves. Just for boots. Need a proper pair of boots. Let's do those instead. Alright, now for the helmet. So many options. Okay. Worst part is, I wish there was a wolf face mask, you know? I wish there was a wolf face mask. It would be perfect. But there isn't. At least as far as I know. Maybe I should look that up. Hang on. I'll show you. I'm on the Grim Dawn wiki. Grim Dawn wiki. Yeah. It might not have been updated yet. I don't think it's updated yet. I might have to use the tool to look through everything. Has potential. Not perfect, but that's potential. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to use the tool. I don't think it's been updated yet. Alright. Grim Tools, let's go. Item database. Item database. Okay, I need helms. Remember, we need stuff that's like wolf-like. Like I can make another helm work, but if we get one that's actually wolf-like, that'd be fantastic. My father is dead. Oh, these are the bloodbound stuff. Yeah, so see Fangs Asterkarn update stuff. Ooh, we again, the horns are the sad part, but you know. That's nice. But it's cold lightning damage. That's fucking so strange. Yep, I'm gonna take off here is soon too, because again we finished Fangs of Asterkarn. Now it's just the grind. The grind is real. There is the Fenris armor set, which I guess I need to figure out how to get the Fenris armor, right? Oh, wow. That's an interesting one. Obtained from the Dread Ultimate Difficulty. Okay. Oh, fashion. It's closer towards what we want. Oh, same with the Storm Mask here. It's a bit closer. Kern, respected. I guess I'll buy it. I'll buy one of the things real quick, right? Just so we can have the fashion on it. Ooh. Not happening. Not likely. Barrowhome, I killed Barrowhome. Because of their anti-Mogdragon ways. Oh my goodness sakes. Mondragon himself has just such a cool fucking helmet. I wish we could have that. Maybe, again, maybe the Fenris set has it. Has that style. It's funny that we're trying to dig for, like, visual styles, right? It's a random drop. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Wall collar looked okay. That's a lot of horns. Why is there a fan theory that Lilith is Gaia? I don't know. I have no idea. That's the first time I've heard the theory. Ravager's Gaze would have been nice, but again, we actually needed to go through with the one storyline, and we did not. Because Barrowholm was anti-Magdragon, so they had to go. They had to go. Whoa. Mildly amusing box. Creative Entertainment Ascendant map. Here are the legendary masks where they have all kinds of crazy looks to them. Where the fuck is the Feral Thicket? Oh. I didn't know there was a merchant. Very fucking strange. Wow. I've never played Dead as Disco. I don't even know what it really is. Yep. Also, fun fact. There's a lot more Rule 34 of Shub-Niggurath than you would expect. Like, what the fuck? Some of them make her a goat. For obvious reasons. Is Arkham Combat like, but goes with the beat of the music. Still hard to recommend to Steam because licensed music. So they're stream friendly, but also has their stream friendly mode. Oh, nice. Mother Gaia, woo! Oh. Oh, hang on. That's much closer. It's a blueprint only in Ashes of Malmuth. Again, it's not perfect. If it covered the eyes, that's the thing. It's a blueprint and Fangs of Asterkarn. Fuck. Oh, that one. Holy shit. It's a blueprint. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh my god. Again, just for the visual look. That's what we want it for. Okay. What about the fin? Yeah, this is the set. What does the Fenris set look like? Oh, God, the cowl is terrible. The shoulders is interesting. Again, the axes are literally from the promotional. They are a random drop in Ascended Spoils. Oh. Frozen Aster. Okay. I guess we'll just ascend it. Alright. In the meantime, apply the rest of the illusions. Okay.
Greetings, traveler.
Fucking blueprints, man. Fucking blueprints. There we go. Just to get the headpieces. Right.
Traveler.
Yeah, cool. Whoa! Don't apply. All right. Okay. Okay. I've never used this system before, so that's why I'm trying it now.
Travel with the gods, Lowlander.
So what do we need here? Oh. Bunch of soul fragments. Traveler. Where are the roguelike dungeons? Okay. Alright, I'll have to look into this more. This is more like... Yeah. This is more like... other shenaniganery things to do. Again, this is the bonus stuff. So we can try to get our build together and everything. Yeah. I'll look for it. I will look for it. Yeah, chat. Now, in the meantime, though, chat, hope you guys take care. Fantastic day. Stay safe and healthy. Get figure ripped. Tomorrow, I don't know what game we're doing. I don't know what we'll do. We'll see. Writing Wednesday should be fun because we've already got the chapter fully done for that. And I've got half the next chapter also ready. Well, we're not going to do it on that. Well, let's save it for the next one. The movie, I have to double check the name of the movie. The movie for Saturday. I think The Beast of Walton Street? Yeah, The Beast of Walton Street. That is this Saturday's movie, The Beast of Walton Street. So again, we'll see how good it is. No idea on that. No, we already watched War of the Werewolf. We already watched War of the Werewolf. That was many moons ago. It was terrible. That was the one where the werewolf died by farting. Oh my god. And the suits were so fucking cheap. It was fucking crazy. Anyways. Well, you guys have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah.